Ready. Play.
Let's talk about one of the players that Swiatek beat, because I think she was one of the stories of the tournament. We weren't sure how she was going to be post Billie Jean King Cup, and that's Emma Raducanu, who I don't know if you've watched many of her matches. She beat and she crushed Angie Kerber. She bageled Linda Noskova and fended her off in the second set, and then competed with Iga Swiatek very well in the first set. Like, that was probably one of the best sets of tennis of the whole tournament. That first set that Iga won on a tiebreak, and then I think Iga edged out the second set, but Emma still managed to hit some good shots. I was impressed by, especially during the first set, her ability to go forehand to forehand with Swiatek and really hitting through it. Overall, very positive signs for her game. But has there been anything particular that's impressed you about Raducanu this week?
I think she's just solid. I like everything in her game. I think she's got every shot. I think she's great everywhere. I mean, I guess great is just to use like this, giving some like poetic license with this word, please. But she's really, really good. Like I don't really see any issues with her game at all. Like her technique is really fluid. She hits well from the backhand as well as from the forehand. And she moves really well. Her footwork is excellent. Her serve is really impeccable, like the form and the shape. And she already is a pretty decent spot server. She doesn't get as great a serve as Raducanu, for example, but she's really good. And I think she's playing with so much, like, confidence and maturity. It's always a little tough to see like Raducanu's progression in the game because she won the U.S. Open. It's just like, where do we begin? Like, is it a normal curve right now? I think I tweeted something about it that like the US Open happened. So that's basically like, okay, we know that she can do this, but we can't, the way that things are now is just like, okay, this is kind of like in the back burner. It's like, we have confidence that she can win Grand Slams because she has already done it. But let's treat Raducanu now as a player who is, if she hadn't won a Grand Slam, we could say like, oh, she definitely will win a Grand Slam, because I think that she has that talent. She just needs to like grow in her game and just like get her ranking up. I think she's just excellent. I think that, save for injuries, which hopefully are done for her, she's 21 years of age. It's just, I really expect her to be, I think she's like outside top 250, 284 or something in the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would expect her to at least finish the year inside the top 100, at least, I would say. The tennis that she's playing would be at least deserving top 50, top 30.
I agree completely. Especially, I mean, this week was definitely top 20 tennis. And I think there's two things that, might have been holding her back. One, confidence. Maybe some of the coaching input she was getting initially when it wasn't great. I'm kind of on record in saying that I think she definitely picked at least one coach that wasn't right for her. And then injuries, I think, also played a part. You can't necessarily hit through the ball if you're trying to control it, trying to hold back and not hurt yourself, or trying to play through kind of physical restriction. There's no sign of that. She's back with her childhood coach, Nick Cavaday. There does seem to be an impact there. And yeah, lots of hope. I definitely think if she hadn't won the US Open, we'd probably be talking about her in the same terms as someone like Clara Towson, who, again, is a player who excites a lot of people, keeps getting injured, and is probably underranked for where she should be.
Yeah, I guess I would say so. I think that for Raducanu, I like that you said like she got a coach, like a childhood coach back. So it's a person that knew her from before the fame. I think that Raducanu needs to close herself to the world, like filter out everything as much as she can in terms of what gets to her. I think a lot of the comments might have reached her way too easily after she was, she won the US Open, and then she kind of didn't really have a really great follow-up to that. And then all the coaching situation that she kind of like kept like copying different coaches here and there. And regretfully, all of the sponsorship deals that she was getting, that people were very upset about for some reason in the social media platforms.
Even if she
So-
would check social media,
yeah.
a lot of it was getting fed to her through journalists and press conferences, and I can
Oh
understand
yeah,
she was
that's
reacting
true.
in the way that she was to some of those questions.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we've seen players take those comments and use them as fuel. Coco Gauff kind of won the US Open out of spite to a certain extent. So, but I would agree with you. Hopefully, she's smart enough. Like, not smart enough. She is not looking too much at what other people are saying on the internet because, well, we're not experts. We're not professionals.
Yeah.
We've never tried to play the game. Well, I've never tried to play the game at that higher level. You had a go at one point, but
At the base of the pyramid.
yeah, but we can't comment on sort of what it's like. So, yeah, she's got. I think this is very positive signs. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of trajectory she follows.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.